Good morning, students. I thank you for your cooperation to proceed our classes. With your kind cooperation, we have been discussing chapters, and since today we had a recorded period, so I thought of bringing a very new concept for you all. This is a note making. You can see on the screen. I thought of giving you a recorded video because you can watch the video many times whenever it is required, because note making is very important for class 11. So 8 marks come for note making. So I kindly request you, please understand the concept in a better way, because this is a very new concept for you, and I'll try to simplify the topic, the concept, and try to understand it. Watch the video 2-3 times, and if you find it difficulty in understanding even after watching 3 times or 2 times or 4 times the video, you can ask me about it during our live classes tomorrow, right? But hope that you will be able to understand, because I'll try to simplify the topic and I'll make it easy for you to understand. So we will go to the topic now, note making. So note making. So what is a note making? Normally see, we read novels, right? Long novels, but if we can make certain very important points, entire novel after reading, if we can make or bring out into a few points about the novel, the entire novel in a few points, so that is known as note making. For example, when we read a novel of around 500 pages, if we can bring that 500 pages novel into one page, so that is note making. So there is a procedure, there is a proper format. So format is very important, because note making we focus on not format more than what you write. See students, for example, note making, definitely the notes differ, because for example, I read a novel. I found the page number second is very important for me. It doesn't guarantee that the page number second will be very important for you. So normally note making, what you wrote comes secondary, and how you wrote is very important, because this is a process. There is a proper format. So I kindly request you to go through the format properly and try to understand it in a proper way, right? So that is note making. The long passages, if we bring into a few points, so this is known as note making. Clear? So we'll go to the next. Tips to prepare notes. Prepare notes using phrases only. Never use complete sentence, because when we write the entire things into complete sentences, it cannot be considered as note making, right? So you should write your notes in proper phrases. The topic sentence of each paragraph is the main point and the idea affiliated to it, and are subpoints, one or more, depending on the concepts in the paragraph. See, I'll definitely show you how a note is made, right? So you have to make the main point, and after that you have to find out the subpoint of it, and you have to put it. Each subpoint may or may not have supplementary ideas which become subpoints. For example, if you need, you can go for subpoint also, but if you think that subpoint is enough, so that is enough for all of us, right? Definitely don't worry, I'll show you a note, proper notes, and I'll give you a question too for your to test your understanding whether you understood or not. Provide an appropriate title for the notes, because note making title is important, and the summary, abstract, as given in the question. After making the note, we have to write the summary also. For summary we have 3 marks, and for note making we have 5 marks, right? Include a minimum 4 to 6 distinctly different recognizable short forms, that is abbreviations of the words in the notes. See students, while writing the notes, abbreviation is a must. So the minimum 4 to maximum 6 you have to make abbreviations. So summary writing is quite different. Summary writing has a rule. While writing the summary, you have to follow the note, not the text. Got it? In note making, you have to write all the subpoints, points and subpoints, and in short, in phrases, not in full sentences. But while writing the summary, you have to make the same, that points or phrases into full sentences. So that is what is summary writing. Definitely we'll have a discussion more on this when we go to the topic. So this is the paragraph. I will not let you read the paragraph because it's written very small, the words. Actually, I could not make it bigger because of one reason, like no, it would come to seconds, and no, like I could not manage within one slide. So I thought of bringing it into one size. In the examination, you will get this kind of passage, like 300 to 350 words, that passage you will get. After getting the passage, what is your role? You have to read the entire passage properly. So this is the way of making note. You have to read the entire passage properly, and you have to understand the passage, and after that try to find out 4 main points from the passage. From the 4 main points, minimum 4, don't go for maximum 6, right? 4 to 6, don't go beyond 6 because it creates problem for all of us, and don't come below 4 too. So 4 to 6 is the ideal, that main points, and after the main points, after getting 4 main points, you have to go for sub points. If you have, you can go for sub point too. So definitely I'll show you the format, then you will understand. So this is what the note of this, actually this is the paragraph, and this is how we should make the note. Here it's written here, no control over common cold. That means the entire passage talks about common cold. Now what is the point number 1 that I found here? How to control common cold. So no cure to control it. See here the numbering, 1.1 no cure to control it, 1.2 cure avail for typhus and plague, it's written in the paragraph. 1.3 problem of common cold not yet solved, right? So number 2, we have reasons for cold. It is again 2.1. It is a viral infection. In fact, this is a short form. So definitely I have to show this short form in abbreviation box at the bottom of the note making, right? So here it is in fact. You will understand what is in fact mean. That affects nose lining, caused by family, definitely it's a short form of family, or viruses called rhinoviruses. 2.3 again, for certain colds no viruses have yet been isolated, right? So this is what about number 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. See students, the numbering, you have to follow the numbering in a very proper way. 1 and 1.1 here. Some students go for A here, B here, and C here. You can go for it, not an issue, but this is the ideal and standard format for note making. So I kindly request you, please follow this format. Clear? And after that 2 is done. Number 3, problem of identifying viruses. Again, smaller than bacteria, so can't be seen with ordinary microscopes. 3.2, cannot be easily cultivated in diagnostics laboratory, right? Because grow within the living cells of plants and animals. Again, number 4, we have development of tissue culture aided by bits of animal tissue go on living. 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, like that. Again 5, no immunity from cold. 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4. So this is what the way of writing notes, right? And this is in the end the abbreviation. So you might have seen here, while making the notes, I use certain abbreviations. So these abbreviations are highlighted here. EFF means effective, AND is AND, avail is available, infect is infections, family is family, FMLY is family, lab is laboratory, no is number, FM is from, right? So these are the abbreviations. You can use 4 to 6 abbreviations while making the note, but make sure that whatever the abbreviation is used here, you must mention at the bottom of the note making, right? And after completion of the note making, we can slightly go, we can next step, we can go to the summary writing. So this is the summary. And what is written in the summary? I did not write, no, we cannot write that while writing the summary, we cannot write the entire things from the passage. Summary is what you made a note. For example, you made a note, right? In phrases, not in full sentences. And you have to bring the entire that phrases to summary and in full sentences. That is what is summary writing. Normally summary should be 1/4 of the original passage. Got it? So, but remember please, while writing the summary, you have to follow the note, not the text. Clear? So that is what about note making. Hope that you understood, and if you find it any difficulty, please watch the video 2-3 times, and I believe that you will understand it. And I definitely have a task for you. homework. Make note of any one of your chapters. Now see what to be done. Now you already know the chapter. I gave you a chapter here because that becomes easy for you to understand note making in a proper way. For example, you take a chapter, you divide the chapter into 4 parts, and out of 4 parts you find out subparts. Very easy. And use a few abbreviations, and while writing the summary, please follow the note while writing the summary. Clear? So that is all for today. Hope that you understood, and I again thank you for watching my video. And if you did not understand, please go back and read it once again, and watch the video once again, read the slides, and no worry, because I'll be updating the slides to Google Classroom today itself, and you can go to the Google Classroom and have a look of the slides so that you understand it in a better way. I thank you again. Hope that you will understand, and if not, watch the video again and again, and tomorrow definitely I'll come online, live classes. If you find any difficulty, you can ask me, right? Thank you, and bye-bye.